lot of underground artists have been taught a lie that sounds good when you first hear it. And the lie is that if the music is good enough, people will find it. And I get why artists want that to be true. It makes everything feel cleaner. You just focus on the art, you keep your head down, you get better, and eventually the world will catch up. But then release day comes, and it doesn't feel like that at all. You've probably seen the pattern or done it yourself. You spend weeks on a song, maybe longer. You record the hook 3 times, you send it for a mix, pick the cover, the date, and convince yourself that this time it's different. Then it drops. You post the cover, you write out now, you put the link in your bio, you ask a few friends to repost it. You keep checking your phone like something is about to start moving. For a few hours, you let yourself think, okay, maybe this time something will move. Then the next morning comes, and the song already feels old. The story views are all gone, the posts stop moving, the people who said hard are already back to scrolling. And now you're sitting there thinking, maybe the song was not as good as I thought. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes the song needs work. I'm not gonna pretend that quality doesn't matter, but a lot of artists are judging the song from a test the song never actually got. Most people didn't just hear it, understand it, reject it. Most people never even had enough context to even care in the first place. That is the difference. Releasing a song isn't the same as creating demand for a song. A release just makes the song available. It just puts this file on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever platform you use. But availability isn't attention. A song can be available everywhere and it can still be invisible. Think about a big artist. If they post a cover with one word in the caption, people fill in the gaps themselves. They already know the voice, the sound, the drama, the aesthetic, the fan base, and the whole world around that artist. The post works because the audience already has enough context on them. When an underground artist copies that, it feels different. A cover art post from someone people barely even know isn't even mysterious. It's just another square in the feed. So your job before the drop isn't to act like everyone is waiting. Your job is to make a few people want to start waiting for you. That doesn't mean buying comments, pretending like you have motion, or acting bigger than you are. It means you have to give the song a reason to matter before asking people to stream it. Let's make this real for a second. Imagine you have a song about a breakup. The lazy rollout is obvious. You just post the cover, you say it drops Friday, and you post a studio clip where the song plays in the background. Then release day comes, and then you say out now. That might work if people already care about you, but if they do not, then the song has no doorway at all. A better rollout gives the song multiple doorways. One clip starts right on the line that actually hurts. Not the intro, not the build-up. The line that makes people think about a person they stop trusting. Another clip uses the situation as the hook. Send this to the person who switched up on you when you most needed them. Another clip shows you in the car at night. No overreacting, just the lyric and the feeling. Another clip is you saying, I wrote this after realizing someone was only loyal when they were useful to me. Then the song comes in. Another clip asks a question that hits the emotion. Do people change or do they actually show you who they truly were? Same song and it has different ways in. And one of these ways will probably create more signal than others. Maybe people save the car clip. Maybe they even comment under the question. Maybe they even ask what song it actually is. Maybe one line gets repeated back to you. That is not random. That's the market telling you what song wants to be framed. A lot of artists skip that part. They drop first and learn later. Smart artists treat their way into the song before the song is even released. Before release day, I think every underground song needs these 3 things. First, a reason to care. Not a title, not a cover, a real reason. What feeling does the song belong to? What situation does it describe better than the listener could say it themselves? Second, repeated exposure to the strongest moment. People don't need the whole song 10 times. They need the part that makes the song click. The 8 to 12 seconds that actually has a chance with stranger. Third, some kind of proof that people actually care. It can be small. A few comments, saves, DMs, people asking when it drops, a clip performing the song better than usual. You don't need a fake movement. You need a little signal that the song is entering a world that's completely cold. This part is what artists resist the most because it feels romantic than just make good music. But marketing isn't automatically fake. Good marketing is basically translation. If the song has a feeling, the content translates the feeling. If a song has a story, the caption gives people a door into the story. If the song has one line that could hit thousands of people, the clip makes that line impossible to miss. You aren't just begging people to care, but you're helping the right people understand why they might care. There's a difference. The belief that artists want isn't that quality matters. Quality still matters, but the belief that hurts artists is thinking quality automatically creates discovery, when it doesn't. On the internet, it's too crowded for that. People aren't just patiently listening to every unknown artist's full song and making a fair judgment off of it. They're scrolling in bed, in class, in the car, between texts, half paying attention. Decide in seconds whether something deserves more attention or not. So if your last drop felt dead, don't only talk. Ask yourself, was the song actually good? Ask better questions. Did people know why they should care before the release day? Did they hear the strongest part enough times? Did your content actually make the song belong to a feeling? Did your profile make you look like someone worth following? Did you build any signal before asking for any streams? Because good music can still die quietly. Usually not because someone would have liked it, because somebody built the bridge between the song and the people who would have actually cared. There's also a second reason that this matters. If you keep believing the only problem is the song, then you'll keep making the same mistakes after every release. You'll drop, you'll feel ignored, assume the art failed, disappear for a few weeks, and then come back with another song, repeat the exact same rollout. That cycle destroys artists quietly. Usually not because they're lazy, because every drop starts feeling like a judgment on their identity. If the song doesn't move, then they feel like that they didn't move. If the post is quiet, then they feel like the world voted against them. But if you start looking at releases as tests, the whole thing changes. A dead post isn't the universe saying that you aren't talented. It might just be telling you that the hook was too late, the caption was unclear, the first frame was weak, or the audience didn't understand the situation behind the song. That is fixable. You could test a different angle. You can test out a song at a better part. You can rewrite the caption so the emotion is more obvious. You can make the page cleaner. You can give fans something people want to actually comment. You can bring the strongest lyric forward. And that's why thinking in terms of demand instead of hope is the new way forward for artists. Hope sounds like, I hope they find it. Demand sounds like, I'm gonna create enough small signals so the release has somewhere to land. And at the beginning, these signals aren't huge. You aren't looking for a stadium, you're looking for proof of life. A few people using the same phrase, a few comments that show the song hit the right nerve. That is how you start. Then the next drop isn't random. You know more than you knew the last time. You know which line people cared about. You know which visual felt right. You know whether people connected to the story or your energy. You aren't just guessing in the dark the same way. That is the real advantage. Not instant fame, a feedback loop. Because the artist who learns from every post is eventually gonna understand their audience better than the artist who only drops and disappears. So before your next drop, stop treating release day like the beginning. Release day should be where demand you already started building finally has somewhere to go. So if you only remember one thing from this video, remember this. A drop is not a strategy. A drop is where the strategy cashes out. Before your next song comes out, I want you to run one small test. Pick the strongest 8 to 12 seconds and make different doors into it. One door is the feeling, another one is the situation, and another one is the raw performance.